What surprises is Spirit bringing into you? Let's do a full Zodiac and find out. All right, we're going to start with Libra because we're just moving into Libra season. So super exciting, everybody. We're going to get a card for our Libra, go all the way around the Zodiac, and we will end with Virgo. All right, so Libra, what is coming in for you that is going to be a surprise? Here we go. Shot right out. Monkey branching, going from one relationship to another without healing, carrying resentment from past relationships to a new person. Okay, so Libra, there's somebody who might be coming towards you after just getting out of a relationship. Like the ink hasn't even dried on the divorce certificate, or they haven't even unpacked their boxes yet. That kind of an energy, okay? On the bottom, we have travel goals met, visiting dream destination, achievement of dreams and ambitions. I'm seeing this though as somebody who's literally like wanting to go on vacation with you, or they just show up at your door and you're like, what? You are definitely not expecting that. So why is this happening right now, Libra? Why is this happening? And then I'll pull from here for Libra. Yeah, eclipse energy, it can do some crazy things. Okay. 5 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. And then I have 6 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Where are we going? 4 of Pentacles. So Libra, I think that this person got left out in the cold by you, or they got kicked out. I'm feeling like somebody might have actually got broken up with, and now they're looking to figure out how they can come back to you, figure they can like get their map out and try to remember where your house is at, or your apartment, or wherever you're at. Spirit's saying that you can have victory over this if you want, but the block and challenges is this something or a person that you actually think is in your best interest, right? You have to figure that out, if that's actually something that's in your best interest or not. And Spirit's overall advice, hold back from this person until you have some time going by. Observe them, see how you feel. Don't just like immediately open your heart to this person. You need to keep your guard up a little bit. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you, Libra. We're going to be moving on next to Scorpio. Scorpio, what don't you see that could be coming in during this eclipse? Password snooping. So this could be somebody who's looking through your phone, watching you, eavesdropping. So I'd be very careful with your privacy during this time. On the bottom, we have love language discovered. So I think that there's something that you want to express to somebody, or somebody wants to express to you. So I'm seeing the key to your heart. So I feel like you or someone else is wanting to express feelings, and that person is going to get snooped on during this eclipse season by somebody that they have bad intentions for the situation. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's the spouse or, you know, another romantic love interest. It could just be a friend or someone that has access, even a child, perhaps like an adult or teenager that could be snooping on somebody's love interest situation. So let's get, why is this happening? And then we'll pull from there. Hierophant, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and Judgment for where we're going next. This is all about love, Scorpio. This is happening now because somebody could have been getting out of a higher level situation and they want to move right into something with you, or they're seeing that and envisioning that. Spirit is saying again to hold back. They're saying that you may not be getting all of the answers here, and especially to hold back if you feel like you could be having someone else get into the privacy of your interaction. The blocks and challenges can actually be a message. So this message could be something that somebody else sees. And if it's a flirty message, it could be something that actually has consequences of some sort falling into that position. So where we're going is judgment. Okay, so you could be a cusper with Libra, but this judgment is about a decision that you're making. Let's see what that's about. Thank you. We have the Ace of Swords. So I think you're going to see something that's the truth, something that was hidden as a result of this entire situation. That's going to be different for everybody. So if this one resonates for you, please let me know in the comments. All right. That is for you, Scorpio. Next, we are moving on to Saggies. What sort of surprises could be coming in for this eclipse for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Thank you. Promoted. Wow, we had been getting this the past few weeks. Okay. Toxic cycle that you're now seeing through. You're getting out of this repetitive cycle with somebody, a repetitive negative pattern in your life. You're completing it. You're getting over it. You're getting through it. Okay, awesome. Yes, on the split, I have the moon. That's literally the energy I'm talking about. You're seeing through something with this eclipse energy. Why is this happening right now for Sagittarius? Why is this happening right now for Sagittarius? I have the Nine of Swords and the Chariot. There's this decision that you have been wanting to make, but you didn't have your head and your heart in the same place. So your horses were going in two different directions and you weren't able to really get where you were going to go because you were being held back from this choice by your own anxiety, sleepless nights, maybe worries and fears. And here's the Tower, because it's like, you know that that's what is going to create. But now you're seeing through something with this energy. The Tower is bringing in a knowing through the eclipse. And it could be in a message, it could be in an apology or a fake apology or some sort of immature behavior that is letting you know that. So now we have Seven of Wands, blocks, Two of Swords, 10 of Cups. So Spirit is saying, all right, we're going to go ahead and stand up to this situation. This person might try to block you so that there's something that you're not able to see or move forward with. They're going to attempt to keep you where you are. But what's waiting for you is the 10 of Cups. What's waiting for you is happily ever after if you can get through this time. If you can get through this difficulty right now, there's going to be a step up in your career, personal life, advancement, growth, or recognition and achievements. And perhaps money, because we actually see that on the card. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Now we're going to be moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn. What is surprising you during this eclipse energy? Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorn. Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Okay, so you're going to see through some ignored red flags that were there from the past. You refused to see the truth. You made up excuses. You were blinded by love, or you wore rose-colored glasses with this person. But underneath, what was really going on is that this was a bad investment. Okay? So resources or time to poor decisions, you maybe have lost money. you are not thinking things true or wasting time with this person, and you're going to realize it. Look at that mask coming off. The mask is slipping, Capricorn. This person is exposing themselves for who they really are, and you're going to see through it. Why is this happening? And then I'll pull from there for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. The Lovers, Seven of Wands, the Chariot, Five of Cups. Okay, so you want to take a new path because there's someone else that has your heart. Someone else that could be a divine counterpart or somebody that's very important to you. They have they're either high-level soulmate or they are the real deal. I'm just keep hearing they're the real deal. Okay, so they could be a high-level soulmate, a twin flame, something like that. And Spirit is saying you need to stand up to this other person that was a red flag, that was a bad investment. And Spirit is saying that not to let yourself get stuck in the mud with the Chariot here. Because the Chariot, when a decision is made, can go very quickly, right? And a decision moves you in the right direction and you can get yourself there with your head and your heart. But if you're torn still with the situation, it can get you stuck in the mud. And Spirit is saying where we're going right now is part of this process, is that you need to think about things and try to process them before you just move into something new with somebody else, okay? Because that could actually hold you back. This person is very, very loving, and you have seen clearly that that's the direction that you want to move in, but you still need to work on processing through whatever needs to still be resolved before you can move on. Okay, so that's what I have for you. All right, next we're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is going to surprise you during this eclipse energy, Aquarius? Barf bags. Oh, something's making you upset. You just don't really know what it is. You're getting a bad feeling about something. And I think that part of the eclipse energy is magnifying that for you. Rising star. So you're trying to move up in your life, but you got to kick somebody to the curb, and it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel guilty. So you don't want to feel like you're just throwing this person away, but you also know that if you want to elevate in your life, that this is a decision that you are coming to during this time. So why is this happening right now? Why is this happening right now for Aquarius? Aquarius. Thank you. This is the card, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Where are we going? Magician. Okay, this is happening right now because it's time. Divine timing is here for you, Aquarius. Okay, so you could also have a Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and oh my gosh, what is the other one? Fixed sign energy. My brain is not working right now. Could be Aquarius. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this is happening right now because something is happening. Like you're getting a lot of money, or you're getting ready to come into this rising star energy where your status is up leveling, and it's like the time is now for you. And so I think you've been putting this off. Spirit is saying you need to move towards your actual destiny here, even though it might cause some heartbreak, okay? because where you're going is manifesting this completely new reality. So it's time for this to go. It just doesn't feel good to you in the moment. And so you're going to need to really work through this energy during this time. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Moving on to Pisces. What is going to surprise you, Pisces, with this energy here? What is going to surprise you, Pisces? Okay, there's unfinished business. Something is left incomplete, right? The story hasn't quite ended yet. About a revenge plot. So, coming back stronger, waiting for the right time and place. So you have something yet to complete with a situation. Okay, and I feel like you're going to try to get closure, or something's going to surprise you. Let's get a little bit more. Why is this happening right now for Pisces? Why is this happening right now for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And I'll pull from there, please, Spirit. Thank you. Why is this happening right now for Pisces? There we go. Six of Swords. Spirit says 10 of Pentacles, blocks, Ace of Cups. Where are we going? 10 of Cups. I just heard, why have one cup when you can have 10? You're going through a portal to something completely new, Pisces. You're moving into calmer waters. Spirit is saying, we have 2 10s here. This time to wrap this up. It's time to button this up. Okay? And so there's something about this new block where you could have an opportunity for something new. But if you don't finish this situation the right way, the correct way, it could hold you back. And we're going into the 10 of Cups. So it's like the happily ever after and also manifested. So you perhaps may not get the revenge that you were hoping to get, and you might just have to leave and slowly move away from something that you were intending to get revenge about. And Spirit is saying it's not worth sacrificing that for it. There may have only been 1 cup with this past situation, but you have something beautiful that is going to turn into the 10 of Cups. It's worth it. Okay, moving on to Aries. Aries, what is going to surprise you during this eclipse? What is going to surprise you during this eclipse? There's a catalyst here, something that is going to spark off. There's a spark that lights a flame. It's initiating change. It's setting everything in motion. It could be the key to your situation. Underneath, we have a losing streak. So nothing was going your way, and there was like this downward momentum. But something is going to happen over this time that is going to change your momentum and switch it up. So everything was going not good for you, and now we're moving in a different direction. So why is this happening? I just split the deck on the Wheel of Fortune. It's divine timing. It was always meant to happen like right now, during this eclipse. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Spirit says the Sun, blocks, the Lovers, and where are we going? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so you have a guarded heart, okay? All right, why is this happening? You have learned something that was really, really important, and Spirit is saying When this bolt of lightning comes in, that is this catalyst energy that lights everything up, that lets you know, yes, this is your sign. Believe this sign, that it is the time for you to make this choice. Here we go with the sun here. This could be a choice of the heart. And we're slowly getting there, but you have had this catalyst and you're going to be going back upward. It's not going to be going downward. It's going to be going back upward. It's going to be up to you to navigate this, but they're going to give you the sign, and you will know exactly what it is when it happens. Okay. That's what I have for you, Aries. Moving on to Taurus. Moving on to Taurus. Taurus, what is going to come in and surprise you during this eclipse? What is going to surprise you, Taurus, during this eclipse? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is the one that wanted to come out. The price of fame. Sacrificing happiness for public approval. Double-edged sword, walking on a tightrope. There's going to be a situation. Unusual cultural symbols that strip them of their original significance, exploitation, or stealing. So the price of fame and stealing. Okay, so you or someone you know sacrificed happiness because of the approval for other people. They were afraid to make a decision, and what you or this person is realizing is that it took away their uniqueness, their individuality, and what was in alignment with their heart. So that is going to be surprising you during this time, is realizing that. So why is this happening right now? I'm getting very strongly, again, more divine timing. I think with a lot of these situations, it's just divine timing. So why is this happening right now? Three of Swords, Spirit says. Nine of Swords, blocks. Queen of Pentacles. We're going to the Ten of Pentacles. There's two queens here. You have the queen of your passion, the queen of attraction, the queen of creation, and then you have the other queen of stability and consistency, right? And this could be you, right? Since this is for Taurus, but it doesn't have to be. Energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. This is the person that's going to show up every day and they're more consistent, right? So I think one or two of these queens, one of them was stripping you of who you were supposed to be, or who this person was wanting to be at their core, at their heart, right? And it caused this, third party sort of, I'm being torn in multiple directions feeling. And Spirit is saying, with the Nine of Swords here, going ahead and feeling all the feelings that you need to feel is going to help you move forward. Not just staying in your head, trying to actually work through them, okay? So this other person is the block. And that needs to be worked through. And the only one that can do it is the person in the middle. Okay, because where we're going is when there is alignment there with their soul, you get everything you could ever ask for. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Moving on to Gemini. What is going to surprise you during this eclipse? What is going to surprise you for this eclipse? Just remember, it's going to be 2 weeks either way. Something is the key to your soul purpose that is being figured out. It's being lit up within inside of you. Wowie. Okay. Underneath, we have domestic servant, overlooked contributions, essential support that might be recognized or appreciated. Okay. And then they're saying underneath, there's another person with acts of kindness. There's going to be an act of kindness that somebody gives you that changes everything for you, Gemini. Because that is in alignment with your soul purpose. It lights something within you that makes you change. Whereas before in your other life, I'm just seeing kind of like a Cinderella type energy, or somebody who gives and gives and gives and it's not appreciated. Your beauty is not appreciated. Your kindness is not appreciated. I'm talking beauty, like inner beauty. Who you are as a person is just not appreciated, or really you don't feel seen. Okay. So let's figure out why this is happening right now. You know there's a deeper calling, and this person's lighting up your reason for being. Okay, I had two actually come out, the Moon and Ace of Pentacles. It's literally the eclipse saying, give this offer to this person. This is real. This is tangible. This is something that can grow into something beautiful. And it's like the illumination of this is helping you down your path. Spirit says the Sun, which is yes, what I just said, blocks the Lovers. And where are we going? Two of Wands. You don't see it yet, Gemini, because right now you haven't actually taken the action, but you've already made this decision in your head. That's why we have the Two of Wands in reverse. You're not sitting on the fence anymore. You've actually already chosen. Two cards of choices here with the Lovers and the Two of Wands. So Spirit is saying to trust this enlightenment, this light that's inside of you, to trust that. The block is a choice. Are you going to trust that? Are you going to choose your heart? But you've already chosen. You already know the answer to this, or you will. All right, so that's what I have for you, Gemini. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer, what is going to surprise you during this eclipse? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, we had this earlier. I don't know for what sign. You ignored red flags on a bad investment, and it's coming to light now because you're in your era. Okay. You ignored red flags about somebody that they were not meant for you, or they're no longer meant for you. You're growing, you're morphing into something more. You have an amazing glow up going on. Good job. Good job, Cancer. Yes. Why is this happening right now? So I just heard Spirit say sunk cost fallacy. Just because you've lost so much in this investment, don't think to yourself, oh, well, I've lost so much already. I should just keep investing in this because I've come so far with this investment. I would look stupid at this point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Spirit's saying no. This is happening because of the Lovers. Spirit says Seven of Wands, blocks and challenges, Two of Wands in reverse, and where are we going? King of Swords. You've manifested this glow up, all right? We see it. This is happening now because you're going to make a choice with your own heart. It's the right thing to do now, and Spirit is guiding you to make this choice. We've had the Lovers come out at least 5 or 6 times already. So it's a very strong energy for all of these signs. You may want to go back and check the other signs. Spirit wants you to stand up to these blocks. Okay, you have already made up your mind, but you can stay stagnant if you stay in this position and you allow yourself to keep investing in this old opportunity that's not giving you what you need back. So Spirit's advice is to make the decisions you need to make. Tell people what you need to tell them. You know, you see it clearly, and to just say the truth, tell the truth, make the cuts, make the changes, make the decisions. You're going to do what's best for everybody because you're showing up as King of Swords here with doing this, okay? All right, so that's what I have for you, Cancer. We're going to be moving on next to Leo. Leo, what is going to surprise you during this eclipse? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You're getting a reward. Family feud. Out of sync. So there's family issues. There's some sort of fighting. This is all stemming from your childhood, your family, you know, ancestral wounding, whatever it is. So you're feeling disconnected or out of alignment with these people. There's a lack of harmony, but this is for a purpose. You're moving to another situation that is going to bring you this instant chemistry. It's another catalyst type energy coming in. So why is this happening right now? I think you're being rewarded with this new love. Something that makes you light up your heart. Is very attractive to you. Yeah, it's attractive because it's equal give and take. You both give equally, okay? And that wasn't happening before. Spirit says, Page of Swords, blocks judgment, Eight of Cups. Okay, I hate to spoil it for you, but you're actually going to be leaving. You are going to be walking away. These two out of sync people are moving in a different direction, and Eight of Cups is moving on. If you don't make the right judgment call, though, you are the one deciding. That's what this is saying here. Spirit is saying to watch the situation, and don't act out of immaturity, even though you want to. You really, really want to. I'm getting like siblings who are like bullying each other, kind of like that kind of energy, but it could be, you know, attach it to your whatever situation. If you don't make the right judgment call, it's going to block this farther. But where you're going anyway is you're moving forward to something that's more fulfilling to you. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Moving on to Virgo. Virgo, what is going to surprise you with the incoming eclipse? What is going to surprise you with the incoming eclipse? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There we go. The walls of silence. Emotional distance created by lack of communication, ignoring each other, refusing to communicate. No talkie. No talkie. There are walls of silence. There is a huge emotional distance for something with you, Virgo. You are being rewarded with something, I want to say, spicy. You're attracting something without even trying. You're a magnet pulling you. People are drawn to you because it is some sort of reward that's coming in for you. And meanwhile, what is happening in the present is going absolutely nowhere. And you're realizing that during this time. So why is this happening? I'll take one and then I'll pull from here, please, Spirit. Why is this happening? This is the one that's calling to me. Three of Wands. Spirit says King of Cups. Blocks. Emperor reversed. Where are we going? Hierophant. You got a choice. Again, the Lovers is coming out. OMG. This is like 6 or 7 times now in this reading. This is happening because you're anticipating a wave coming in and you've already kind of turned your back on the past. So you're creating emotional distance with the past already. Spirit is telling you that you need to follow your heart and you need to speak your truth. You can't just hold it in, okay? Blocks and challenges is not taking action, not making decisions, not stepping into your power, not being in action energy, okay? And the advice is that this new thing is attractive, but it also can be a higher level of commitment to you, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, something that tugs at your heart, right? That is where you need to go, because it is going to be bringing you higher, and it is going to be bringing you closer into your own soul alignment as well. So that is where you're actually headed anyway. So if you have this feeling and you're starting to turn your back on something, it is the right decision, and Spirit is saying to trust that. Okay, so that's what I have for everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to check out multiple signs, as this is all for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And also check out my playlist for other readings that I have. And I will see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.